Episode 10, Rising Phoenix.
That's right, we made it.
The pod must go on, even in a state of lockdown.
Quarantine life.
Yep, it's been kind of whack. But
Majorly whack.
the NBA is trying to help us out and trying to give us some things to look forward to, and we're excited about it.
And what are you talking about when you say that, Ryan?
Well, this Friday on ESPN, there's going to be a players-only NBA 2K20 tournament where they're going to be playing 1v1 matchups as themselves. And
This is not going to be fair.
there's the field behind me. It's going to be like March Madness style, 1 versus the 16, 2 versus the 15, all that. It's going to be fun as fuck. I can't wait to watch this.
Who do you got, Ryan?
I got either Trae Young or Booker winning it all.
That's interesting.
But some things to look for is Pat Beverly, the 14 seed, versus Hassan Whiteside, the 3 seed in the first round. That's going to be a big time upset.
I can see that. Because the guards have such an advantage in this, I think.
Yeah, they going to have the
Around every
speed
single
and the
time.
outside shooting. As long as they don't try to drive the lane against the bigs, they should be winning for sure. Guards all day.
Dude, I think that Kevin Durant is going to win because his character, like, you can be a noob, but if you're playing with KD, you'll still rack up the points.
Yeah, KD
So-
does have a big advantage. That's why he's the 1 seed, because he can shoot outside, he can drive the lane, he can put the ball on the floor like a guard. He's going to have a big advantage. But I think Trae Young or Booker could
Yeah,
beat
them
him.
too. Them too. Anybody who can, like, wet threes is going to be a
Yeah,
huge
because that's going to
advantage.
be a massive part of the game.
Yeah.
Especially in a one-on-one. And the reason I think Booker and Young have such a good chance is because they can create space and get open for those threes better than most of these guys.
Even Mitchell is going to be pretty good on there. Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I didn't want to pick him in the first round, but I kind of had to. But hopefully he takes a second round exit.
So, do you have your only upset being Beverly over Whiteside?
I wouldn't call Sabonis over Harrell an upset because they're the 8-9 matchup, but I picked Sabonis. And then Ayton over Zach LaVine in the 10-7 matchup. So I got 3 upsets in the first round.
All right.
And then next week we'll update you on the second round.
Are they going 1 game a week?
I think so.
All right, that's cool.
They said it starts on Friday. I don't think they're going to play the whole thing.
Yeah, true.
And
Dude,
then...
they're going to be the 40-minute games, like a 48-minute 2K game.
No, it's one-on-one. It's going to be like to 21.
Like blacktop?
Yeah.
Well, then they could bang it out in a couple hours. But
We'll
see how
they're
they
going
do.
to try to stretch it.
Yeah.
And then ESPN also has decided, thank God, to release the 30 for 30 about Michael Jordan early. It was supposed to come out in June. It's called The Last Dance. And because of everything that's happened with the NBA, they decided to release it early. So that's going to start coming out, I think it's like 5 parts. It's going to start coming out in mid-April and last all the way through May.
There's going to be a whole bunch of hardcore Jordan fans after this, I can already tell. He's been getting a lot of hate. Not really recently, the past few years, people have been hating on Michael Jordan. Just
Yeah, because
comparing him
all
to
these
LeBron.
motherfuckers are Bron stans.
Yeah, but
We don't like Bron sexuals on this show.
no, everybody's welcome, even brown sexuals. No, but I mean, I bet you after this though, there's going to be like all the MJ hardcore fans are going to come out the woodworks. Which, I mean, it's going to be dope and get you pumped up for him. But
Well, speaking of MJ, one of the things we decided to talk about this week because of the lack of NBA action is our all-time starting 5. And if you don't have MJ in there as your shooting guard, you're fucking crazy. So, point guard, as young as he is and as much as he's still got to play, I'd say Steph Curry.
oh, that's mine.
Yeah, and then so Steph Curry, MJ, Larry Bird, at the power forward, I guess we'll have to give a nod to LeBron, and then Kareem at the 5.
Damn, dude. You and I only had one difference.
What?
I had LeBron at the 3, Kevin Durant at the 4.
You think Kevin Durant's all time?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
No,
Dude, he's disgusting.
He is,
All
but
right,
he's not
if
as
he
good
wasn't
as-
injured, he'd be the best player in the league right now. Is that safe to say?
Yeah. Well, Giannis.
I think he's better than Giannis.
Giannis is the best player
No,
in the
he's
league
still
by a
better.
lot.
Yeah, but that's because Kevin Durant's not in the league. Last year, Kevin Durant was better than Giannis. I mean, Giannis has improved, but
I don't know about that.
He's a
Also,
better
I can't
shooter.
believe you would pick LeBron over Larry Bird at the 3.
well, Larry Bird's a good choice. I got no problems with that. But I put LeBron at the 3, Kevin Durant at the 4, or you could switch LeBron and Kevin Durant on positions. But I think no doubt, man, he's a better shooter than Giannis.
For
He's the
now.
same height.
Yeah. But he's not as much of a force as Giannis inside.
All right, but you can trade that for wedding threes.
I guess. I
He's
just
got
don't
2
see him
rings.
all
He's got 2
time,
rings,
bro.
and Giannis has 0 rings.
He's a ring chaser, though. He ran to the best team in the league to get those
Yeah,
rings.
no, I'm just kidding. Oh, wait, does he have 2 rings or 1? Is he?
2. They
He's
won
got
2.
Yeah.
But he ran to the best team in the league. He joined up with the Splash Bros to get those rings.
And he was by far the best player. He came through when it truly mattered.
I don't know. I wouldn't put Kevin in my all-time starting 5. I wouldn't even put him in the top 10 all-time.
1-on-1, Kevin Durant versus Larry Bird.
Well, that's not a fair argument because Larry Bird played in a different time. He doesn't have the same athleticism. But as far as a shooter, Larry Bird all day. Larry Bird's a better shooter than Kevin. Larry Bird was a deadeye, bro. He didn't
so
miss.
was Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant is not as good a shooter as Larry Bird.
Can I look up stats right now?
Sure.
Alright, stupid.
I mean, Larry Bird was the 3-point shooter, bro. He's the best.
Oh, this is so tiny. Right, we'll do Larry Bird versus Kevin Durant stats.
I just don't see how Kevin Durant.
Dude, he's like the player of the generation, besides LeBron. All right. So, Larry Bird, I'll just read down the list. So far, because Kevin Durant's still got time to go. 3 championships to Bird, 2 to KD. 13 seasons for Bird, 12 for KD.
So in one less season, Kevin Durant has accomplished almost as much as Larry Bird did.
Well,
Look how many playoffs Larry has, though. You missed that. Larry Bird,
12.
12 out of 13 seasons he was in the playoffs. Kevin has only 9 out of 12. And Larry Bird was an all-star 12 out of 13 seasons. Kevin Durant, 10 out of 12. He has had injuries, so I'll give you that on the all-star.
okay.
But
yeah,
the
so
playoffs...
Make that 11. Make that 11. He's going to be an all-star in the East, no doubt.
Yeah. Look at
11 out of
season
12, so they both
MVP,
missed
though.
in 1 year.
MVP. Larry Bird, 3 MVPs. Kevin Durant, 1.
Yeah, but
Finals MVPs,
But Kevin Durant is
2.
in the LeBron era, so it's harder.
Larry Bird was playing against Magic.
So
It's hard to win an MVP against him, too.
yeah, but
All-NBA first team. Larry
Magic
Bird,
is-
9. Kevin Durant, 6.
all right, whatever. That's not what we're looking
Keep
at. We're not looking at those.
Keep going.
Because those are
Yeah.
different. It's different eras.
Let's
You
talk
can't
about-
compare those
Let's talk about
those
shots.
awards.
I want to see shooting stats.
Points per game.
Look,
KD.
keep
All
going
right,
down.
3-time scoring champion in a row. Kevin Durant.
On a shitty OKC team, where he's the only
They
player.
made the finals.
Lost the finals.
27 points per game.
Larry Bird, way shorter than Kevin Durant, more rebounds per game.
How much shorter is he? Probably like an inch or 2.
No.
How tall is Larry Bird?
Larry Bird's like 6'6", 6'7".
No, he's not, dude. He's got to be 6'9".
No. I'll look that one up
You look
because
that-
he is not near as tall as Kevin Durant. And he got more
Kevin
rebounds
Durant's
per
like
game.
6'11".
Exactly.
And
That's
dude,
what I'm
no.
saying. Kevin Durant's practically a 7-footer, and he can't even get as many
Whatever,
rebounds as
whatever.
Larry Bird.
Total points. And all right, Kevin Durant's got more total points.
Yeah, but keep going down. Go to their shooting
Fewer
percentages.
seasons.
Go to their shooting percentages.
Barely.
Okay, they're neck and neck.
3-point more for KD.
They're neck and neck there.
They're neck and neck, right? All right.
Okay.
We'll
I'll
go
give you
to
that.
best season.
Their best season is practically identical too.
Yeah. Larry Bird had 11 rebounds though that year.
All right, he's 6'9".
Oh, let's go playoffs, dude. Here we go. It's still pretty balanced,
from that.
actually.
Yeah.
But KD's got the edge in points again.
It's also a higher scoring league now. Not every game went over 100 points in Larry Bird's era. Now it does.
Well, then if you're going to bring that up, then you could say...
Because people actually played defense back then.
Oh, don't go there.
People don't play defense anymore.
Oh,
what are you
stop.
talking about?
What are you talking about? That's such a classic,
Seriously,
like
no
Shaq.
one likes to play defense.
Well, nobody likes to play defense.
So no one does.
That's
Look
not
at people
true.
like Harden and Melo.
Harden plays defense now, first of all. He has...
Barely.
He's a good defender now. Somebody was talking about it.
You can't call him a
It was
good
on
defender.
dude, somebody was on, I think it was JJ Redick's podcast. And they were talking, it was Ben Simmons who said James Harden's actually a good defender. And he gets a lot of hate, dude, because there's
He
those
probably got
competitions
tired of
on YouTube.
people telling him that
Yeah, dude,
he's
he's
fucking
like-
shitty at defense.
Fucking jacked and solid. Apparently he's you can see it too.
I don't know.
He's a heavy dude. But,
There's less defense in the league today than there was in Larry Bird's era. Back
I
then,
think
defense
they have the hand
mattered.
checking rule. But other than that, though, it's not people just stop defending. It's like, what about Kawhi? What about,
There's like a handful of good
Anthony
defensive
Davis.
players, and then everyone else is either average or way below average. You do have your Kawhis and your Pat Beverleys and people like that do play defense, but
Pat Beverly is just, a better defender than he is offensive player, which is why he's there.
but he's
No,
a good defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Yeah, okay.
But back in the day, everyone used to be like that. Everyone used to be just feisty on defense and going for it.
No, man, that's
Now you
that's
see people just
reminiscing.
let people walk by.
No, they don't. No, they don't. You never see that. Dude, you'd get, ripped
See
to
it all the
shreds if you did
time.
that.
That's why everyone scores 100 points a game now.
No, it's because the game is faster, there's more possessions per game, and there's way more threes, which will get you more points per possession then.
Yeah, but there's still no reason for every game to be 100 plus to 100 plus.
It's exciting. The NBA
It
is not going
is,
to make it really
but-
slow it back down.
No, but there should be more defense.
Do NBA players play defense these days? You can let us know.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, but I'd say the vast majority do. Anyways. Oh, and also tell us, too, if you would take KD or Larry Bird. This was
I'm
better.
thinking the Birds are going to have it.
This was, it's closer than I thought.
It is.
It's pretty much neck and neck for a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's a good debate, but, alright.
All right,
Cool.
hot take time.
Hot take time.
What do you got for me this week?
I got a couple questions. We'll start off with two easy ones,
Okay.
and then we'll go with a,
Little bit of a curveball. All right.
Who would you take right now? If you had it's you're gonna redraft every single year, right? So just pretend you're in this situation. Who would you take right now? This season, James Harden or Luka?
What do you mean by any of that?
Who?
What's
who would
this
you take right-
redraft and what do you mean?
So basically, don't pick Luka because he's younger.
Okay, but I'd still take Luka because he's had a better season.
Okay, well, fair enough. All right.
Harden's been slacking.
Who's been a better
Especially-
Rocket this year, James Harden or Russell Westbrook?
As much as it pains me to say this, because I really fucking hate Russell Westbrook, Russell Westbrook has been better on the Rockets. He's been putting up consistent 30-point games, whereas Harden has almost been a non-factor some nights.
Okay. Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul? Who's had a better season?
In terms of stats or wins? Seriously.
What do you mean?
Because no one expected OKC to be good. So, and everyone expected the Rockets
Well-
to be a contender in the West. So if you want to
I'm
go based
gonna
off
leave
that,
I'm gonna leave it vague.
CP3 is having a better season because he took a shitty Rockets team and made them decent and made them a playoff team. Whereas Russell Westbrook joined a already playoff team and it's just kind of held them where they were, if not even a little bit lower than what they were last year.
So,
But in terms of stats, Russell Westbrook, because he puts up way more numbers. But that's why I don't like him, because he's a fucking ball hog and a shitty teammate.
he's not a shitty teammate.
He is. He drove Kevin Durant out of OKC.
Oh,
you know
stop.
this.
Oh, stop! No, it was not Russell Westbrook. It was the management, because one thing is they wanted to hang, or Nike wanted to hang a Kevin Durant MVP huge billboard on the side of the arena, and the owner, or Sam Presti, the GM, and the owner were like, no, we're not doing that. It's got to be like at least 10 miles away. So he was kind of ticked off about that. Plus, they had like Kendrick Perkins, who averaged like a point in the playoffs the year that they lost. They traded away James Harden, and then James Harden started going off. I think it was a lot of things. It was not just Russell Westbrook.
It might not have just been Russell Westbrook, but he was definitely a part of it.
If
he wasn't, why were they beefing
just
so hard when
it was
Kevin
just
was
the
on
situation as a
Golden
whole.
State?
Because he told Westbrook that he was going to re-sign at dinner, and then the next day he flies to the Hamptons and meets with the Warriors, and doesn't even call Westbrook. No, then the stories just started coming out. He's joining the Warriors, and Westbrook was like, "Wow, fuck you."
I don't know, man.
So I've heard, and I don't know. It was just the situation as a whole, which caused that. All right. So, anyways, you gotta pick one, or else just.
Well, I just explained it.
Yeah, I know, but
in terms of wins, CP3, but in terms of
fine.
stats, Russell Westbrook.
All right. Well, here's the.
But Westbrook's always been a stat chaser, so.
Is there a worst? Is this upcoming draft going to be the worst draft of all time?
Maybe not of all time, but it's the worst one
In the last
10
like,
years. 5, 10, 15 years, probably, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no big names other than LaMelo fucking Ball, who's really about to take a high pick on another Ball brother. Seriously.
Alonzo's been better this year.
Since getting traded, that's not the goal when you take a high pick, is not to trade them away and have them be good somewhere else. Like, it worked out horribly for the Lakers. I don't know if anyone... Yeah, dude, it's not a good draft. There's not really any big names.
Plus, no March Madness, so you can't really...
Yeah.
The hype isn't going to start getting built up.
Yeah, and that's usually where people make a name for themselves for the draft. So, yeah, this is not going to be the best draft. This is going to be one of the worst that we've ever seen.
Do you think the Phoenix should trade their pick for somebody who's known to be pretty good?
Depends who we can get, but, I mean, it also depends what our pick is.
Yeah, true.
We like to get screwed in the lottery, so we might just take our 13th overall and use it.
All right. Fair enough. That's all I got.
Good takes. We're going to start doing hot takes every week. Give us some good questions if you want them to be on the show. Like the sign says, Hot Take House is open 24/7.
That's right.
So you can always come get a hot take from us.
The hottest to go.
The hottest in the world, man.
Alright.
Other than that, I mean, tell us what video games you guys are playing, what you're watching on TV, anything that you're doing to supplement the loss of the NBA, because it's still driving me crazy. This is week 3 without basketball, and every day feels like worse and worse.
We'll make it through. Thanks for quarantining with us, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.